Head into the unknown, down the rabbit hole, where it stops no one knows. We're going head into the unknown. Na, 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 na.
Hi, everybody. I don't know what's going on with why that's showing like that. Hi, everybody. I know I didn't plan on seeing you guys so soon. But the Harmony Montgomery case, we got a new document that is pretty bad. And I haven't even read the whole thing. So part of it I'm going to be reading with you guys. So hi, Misty. Hi, Chris. Hi, Allison. Hi, VMath. Hi, Queen Bee. Hi, Sluice. Hi, Hybrid Pisces. Yeah, so I know, like, I literally just put the live out and then started it pretty much. So hi, Lucia. So I know that most people haven't even gotten a notification. Hi, Sleuth Mom. You literally just finished it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to yours too. So because the way that I absorb information, like I want to hear it, I have to see it, like I need all the different components for it to like actually process. Well, thank you, Hybrid Pisces. Hi, Zoomer Mom. But the parts that I've already read they're pretty tough. So if you're not familiar with the case, I'll give you a little bit of background. Harmony Montgomery has not been seen since 2019. Around the beginning of 2019 was the original report from her mom. Her dad had custody of her, and but the mom did not report that she hadn't actually seen Harmony until the end of 2021. So as the cops started investigating, they did find out that Harmony was last seen towards the end of 2019, and that's kind of where we are now with the situation. He's actually set for trial. It was supposed to go in August. It got postponed to November, and then they released this document. There's been multiple searches. The Montgomerys have moved around. They've actually split up, and then Adam was living in a car with another lady who ended up passing away. It's just a disaster. He was just found guilty on a bunch of weapons charges. We've talked about that on this channel a couple times, so it's depressing, disgusting, and very sad. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do our best to get through and see what and a lot of this information is also from Kayla, his now estranged wife. And then they go and basically look for the evidence to back up Kayla's statements. So let me get this ready for it to be shared for you guys. Give me 1 sec. Hopefully we don't have any internet issues today. Hi, basically a detective. Yeah, I know. Sluice was like, if you're going to do this, you're going to need to make sure you have tissues. All right. Let's see. Okay, so this is ultimately his probable cause for arrest on the charges of Harmony. He had already been arrested for the gun charges. Hi, Allie. He'd already been arrested for the gun charges. So give me 1 second. I got a cough. Okay, sorry about that. Make sure you guys can see this okay. You guys can all see it okay? Hi, everybody that's just coming in. Hi, Salty. I think it looks like it's okay. Hi, Elizabeth. I'll give it a couple more minutes just because I know that it was last minute. So he was charged with second-degree murder, tampering with witnesses and informants, and falsifying physical evidence, abuse of a corpse. And so this is, like I said, this is his probable cause. Hi, Linda. This is his probable cause for the arrest of Harmony. There was different paperwork for the arrest on the gun charges. And mostly the tampering with the witnesses is going to be with his wife. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this was sealed, which we knew. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for this? And hi, Mystic Firefly. This is tough. She's such a little cutie pie. It's just tough to think what her life was. Hi, Holly. Now comes the state of New Hampshire by and through its attorneys, the Office of the Attorney General, and respectfully request the Honorable Court to seal the probable cause. Okay, is applying for the arrest warrant for Adam Montgomery for the murder of his then 5-year-old daughter, Harmony Montgomery, in December of 2019 and other related charges. While the investigation into the murder of Harmony Montgomery has been extensive, that investigation remains ongoing. There are additional witnesses who remain to be interviewed, and based on the information they provide, there may be further investigative steps to take. In addition, once the new charges become public, additional witnesses may come forward, and who had previously been holding back. And the information the probable cause statement is made public at the current time, it could taint these future investigative efforts. So this is just getting them to seal that. Okay, great. Let's see. It's taking too long. Well, he's going to trial. He's going to trial in November. I mean, and he's done. I agree, Allie. I just cannot stand that she's gonna get off so freaking easy. All right. I am a police officer with the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, and have been so since November of 2015. Prior to Manchester, I was a police officer with the town of Winchester, New Hampshire, from July 2013 to November 2015. I graduated from the New Hampshire Police Standards. I have conducted various investigations. Okay, great. I have received training. Great. The information set forth below is the information known to me personally through my own investigation and through my communications with other law enforcement officers, including Manchester. Additionally, I reviewed police reports, so on and so forth. Okay, great. All right, are you ready? I'm like, I know, I got my tissues. I don't know if they'll ever find her, Sleuth. I don't know if they'll ever find her. Hi, Lisa. Okay. Received a call from a woman determined to be, so on November 18, 2021, the Manchester Police Department received a call from a woman determined to be Crystal Sorey regarding her biological daughter, Harmony Montgomery. Sorey reported that Harmony, who was in physical custody of Sorey's ex, was missing and that she hadn't seen Harmony in over 6 months. Sorey identified her ex as Adam Michael Montgomery. An employee of the Manchester Police Department contacted DCYF and learned of previous addresses associated with Adam. Manchester police officers checked those addresses, but were unable to locate Adam or Harmony. Yeah, hi ATS. Yeah, I know. Deep breath, everyone. Okay. DCYF notified the Manchester Police Department that they were also unable to locate Harmony. Consequently, the Manchester Police Department initiated an investigation into the whereabouts of Harmony. Over the following days, members of the Manchester Police Department learned that Harmony had not been physically seen since approximately October, November of 2019. Sorey, who resides in Massachusetts, notified authorities that she had not seen Harmony since around Easter of 2019. The child had been in the physical and legal custody of her biological father, Adam Montgomery. The case was subsequently assigned to me. During my follow-up with Crystal, she explained that she had lost custody of the child in July 2018 to the state of Massachusetts, in part due to substance abuse. Crystal said that both she and Adam had past issues with substance abuse. Hi, Weezer. Hi, Emily. I know, I'm like, I feel like the buildup, okay. Crystal reported that she has regained sobriety and successfully made attempts throughout 2021 to locate Adam and Harmony. Adam and his subsequent partner, Kayla Montgomery, had blocked all communication with Crystal, though through phone numbers and social media applications. Crystal said over the years she made attempts to locate Harmony by contacting various schools and driving by addresses associated with Adam, but was unable to make any progress. Hi, KR. Hi, Charlie. A little bit. Yeah, Lisa. He a little bit does. He's got that. Hi, Pookie Lou. Hi, Crafty Chris. Oh, hi, Stacy. Okay, so I'm glad I get to stop. I get to stop and say hi to peeps because like, it gives me like a chance to like not just focus on this. Okay, Crystal said that she believes she last physically saw Harmony during a FaceTime video call with Adam around Easter of 2019. Crystal stated that Adam was visible in the background of the video call. Crystal recalled that Harmony seemed frightened. Beginning on 12/27/21, members of the Manchester Police Department actively made attempts to track down Adam and to talk to involved family members to establish the last time that Harmony was physically observed and known to be safe. Officers and investigators were initially unable to make contact with Adam via phone. However, investigators were able to make contact with various family members, including parties associated with Adam, who reside in Florida. This is uncle. This is the uncle. Through these family members, investigators received information that Adam had previously admitted to giving Harmony a black eye in approximately July 2019. Hi, MK. Hi, Brett. Yeah, it's kind of a last minute thing. I decided to go live when I was reading through this. I was like, let's just go live and read it because I will process it better that way. I know ATS. I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna just keep taking a little bit of a break because I'm just like, oh gosh, I just feel that it's like there's a lot of weight. There's a lot of weight with this one. And these people are just such fucking liars. Drugs mess parents up. Heck yeah. Drug abuse resistance education. Too bad they don't have that anymore. Hi, Vanessa. All right. On 12/28/2021, I spoke with Adam's wife, Kayla Montgomery. Kayla shares 3 younger children with Adam who are all presently accounted for. And during my follow-up with Kayla, I asked about the last time she had physically seen Harmony. Kayla said that sometime in November or December of 2019, she saw Harmony one morning prior to going to work. Adam said that he was driving Harmony back to Crystal, who was living in Massachusetts at the time. Kayla said she believed Harmony had been returned to Crystal. Kayla claimed she never saw or heard about Harmony after that day. Lies. Kayla had not physically seen Adam since late October 2021 and had not spoken with him since around mid-November 2021. Kayla claimed that Adam was living in a sober house and had left the area to live in Maine with another female. On 12/31/21, patrol officers were able to make contact with Adam and his new girlfriend, Kelsey Small, who were living together in a vehicle in the area of Harville Street in Manchester. Investigators, including myself and the other detectives, responded to that location to speak with the couple. Small claimed that she had been romantically involved with Adam for over a year. Small said that she was aware that Adam has 3 children from one mother and another child from before that. However, Small said that Adam was not in touch with any child from his prior relationship. She claimed that Adam had never talked about Harmony and she had no information on where she might be. During our interaction with Adam, we stressed our concern that Harmony had not been physically observed in over 2 years and that we had concern for whether or not she was still alive. Adam did not exhibit much emotion or reaction. All right, I'm gonna take another break for a second. Say, me too, Brett. Me too. I laugh at life. Oh, this guy is he's just fucking evil. He's just evil. He's just pure evil. All right. The next interview with Kayla Montgomery, also on 12/31, Kayla Montgomery participated in voluntary interview with Detective Riley and myself. During this interview, she spoke about the last time she saw Harmony. In this interview, she told us that 2 days after Thanksgiving of 2019, Adam had taken her to work, which she said was around 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., a shift at Dunkin' Donuts on Eddy Road in Manchester. She said that while Adam was dropping her off, he said he was bringing Harmony to her, Harmony's mom, and he was going to meet her, Harmony's mom, and bring Harmony to stay with her. That's very repetitive. Okay. Kayla said that later that day, Adam picked her up and he no longer had Harmony. He said he had just dropped Harmony off. Kayla said she assumed Adam dropped Harmony off in Massachusetts, as that's where Crystal was living at the time. I'm going to cough. Hold on. Okay. Detectives were concerned about Kayla's account that Adam claimed he was bringing Harmony to Crystal, especially because Crystal outright denied ever taking custody of Harmony from Adam at the time or ever seeing Harmony following the video chat in April 2019. The investigation revealed that in November 2019, Crystal lived at this address with her boyfriend. On 12/31/21, Joseph was interviewed and confirmed that he was living with Crystal in 2019, and Harmony was not with Crystal at all from October to 2019 to present. In fact, Joseph stated that he has never met Harmony in person. A review of the DCYF involvements indicated that social workers had not viewed Harmony since 10/1/2019 during a home visit with Adam Montgomery in New Hampshire. Okay. Not only have family members not seen Harmony since 2019, DCYF contacted the Manchester School District on 9/10/2021. A representative from the school district stated that Harmony was not registered in the district. Okay. On 9/10/2021, that's before she's even reported missing. So DCYF she was not enrolled in school in September. And so what happened with that? Family court order regarding locating and protective supervision of Harmony Montgomery. Hopefully they clear that up, because why didn't they follow up with where she was then? Why weren't they the ones reporting her missing? Yeah, laugh at life. That's what you had said when we were talking about it last time too. I don't know what is going on in New Hampshire. We just had another horrible incident beginning of the month. Again, drugs involved. This is crazy. I agree. Kayla Montgomery went along with all of the abuse, and she took part in the cover-up. I have zero respect for her, and she should be charged the same. I agree. Kayla got a proffer agreement. Yeah, she sure did. And she gets to serve some time for perjury, for lying in front of the grand jury. But I don't like that the DCYF contacted the school district and they didn't know where she was in September. You know, I have major issues with CPS and where, depending on what state it is, DCYF, DCFS. Okay. On 12/31/21, the 9th Circuit Family Division Manchester granted protective. Well, hold on a second. I got to go back to this because this is bothering me. So the social workers had not viewed Harmony since 10/1/2019 during a home visit. Okay. So that's after they contact the school district in September. They do see Harmony in October. But she doesn't go back to school? Okay. I'm going to keep reading so that we can go through that. The 9th Circuit Family Division granted protective supervision of Harmony to DCYF from Adam via juvenile abuse neglect ex parte order. At the time of the order, Adam had been Harmony's sole custodian. The order stated specifically that Adam was ordered to cooperate with the Manchester Police Department and assist with locating Harmony. Detective Riley served Adam with that order on the afternoon of 12/31/2021 at approximately 4:10 in the afternoon. However, Adam refused to provide any information on the whereabouts of Harmony. When handed the order by detectives and told that he had to provide information on Harmony's whereabouts, Adam said, "Either arrest me or I'm leaving." All right, then. Either arrest me or I'm leaving. Adam was arrested on charges related to Harmony on January 4th, 2022, and was formally charged and arraigned on January 5th, 2022. These charges consist of second-degree assault for an incident in July 2019, inference with custody. It's got to be interference and a typo, and 2 charges of endangering the welfare of a child. He has been detained in the correction since that date. Here's Kayla Montgomery's grand jury testimony. On 5/20/22, Kayla Montgomery testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County, Northern District as part of the grand jury's investigation into the disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. Kayla was under oath for her testimony. During her testimony, Kayla was asked about the last time she saw Harmony. She stated, in sum, that it was 2 days after Thanksgiving 2019, when Adam dropped her off at work at 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift at Dunkin', and Harmony was in the car. And Adam said he was bringing Harmony to her mom. When Adam picked up Kayla a little after 2, Harmony was no longer with Adam, and Adam said he brought Harmony to Harmony's mom. At this time, Kayla said she never saw Harmony after that, and she didn't know what happened to Harmony. Investigators researched Kayla's claim about the location and shift she was working 2 days after Thanksgiving. All Dunkin' Donuts locations confirmed that Kayla was not working there on that day. Records obtained from New Hampshire Employment Security showed the only employer who paid Kayla in November 2019 was a Dunkin' Donuts, so not the one that she said she was working at. And that Dunkin' Donuts store confirmed that Kayla was fired from that location on 11/23/2019. As a result, an arrest warrant was obtained for Kayla for the 2 charges of perjury. Dun dun dun. That's what she ends up pleading to, is those perjury charges. Kayla was arrested on perjury charges 6/3/2022. On that same day, Kayla participated in a proffer interview at Manchester Police Department. Her attorney was present for the interview. This bitch. I can't stand her. Hi, everybody that's just popped in. Sorry, I didn't say hi to everybody individually. Oh, my God, I can't stand her. During the proffer interview, Kayla admitted that she had lied during her grand jury testimony. She stated that she had information related to Harmony Montgomery. Kayla stated that the family, herself, Adam, Harmony, SM, and DM, was evicted from where they were living on Guilford Street in Manchester the day before Thanksgiving 2019. Kayla said after that they were living in their vehicle, which we know to be a Chrysler Sebring. During their time living out of the vehicle, they stayed in the parking lot of Colonel Village on River Road in Manchester, where their friend Anthony Bodero lived. Kayla stated that from Thanksgiving up until the beginning of December, Bodero saw Harmony and the other 2 boys and would wave at them. She also said that Bodero brought them Thanksgiving leftovers while they were in the Sebring, and they saw Harmony at the time, and he and Harmony waved at each other. Kayla stated that on the day the Chrysler Sebring broke down, approximately December 7, 2019, Adam Montgomery struck Harmony, which caused her death. Kayla stated that while living in the vehicle together, Adam was extremely upset that 5-year-old Harmony was not saying when she needed to go to the bathroom and was having accidents in the car. Kayla stated that after each accident, Adam would get upset and would strike Harmony in the face with a closed fist. Kayla stated that on 12/7/2019, prior to the vehicle breaking down, Adam struck Harmony in the head on 3 separate occasions because she had a bathroom accident. This happened while Adam was driving the vehicle. Kayla described that Harmony was in the rear seat on the passenger side. And while Adam was driving, he turned his body and delivered sets of 3 to 4 blows with a closed fist to Harmony's face and head on 3 separate occasions over the course of a few minutes. Kayla stated that after the final blow, Adam said words to the effect of that he felt something or heard something when he hit Harmony. And I think I really hurt her this time. I think I did something. Harmony making a moaning type noise, which went on for roughly 5 minutes and then stopped. At no time did anyone stop or give Harmony medical attention as the result of this assault. Kayla said this happened in the morning while the family was on their way to Burger King. This is absurd. He struck her multiple times, and each time 3 to 4 times. Afterwards, the family returned to the parking lot of the Colonel Village apartments. The family stayed at the Colonel Village for approximately 20 minutes, during which time no one checked on Harmony. Kayla could not recall exactly what they did during this 20-minute time period. Kayla said that after approximately 20 minutes, the family left do I keep calling it Colonel? Like Colonial Village apartments, and shortly thereafter, their car broke down. I mean, what interesting timing, right? Kayla said she thought the car died at probably 8 or 9 a.m. According to the Manchester Police Department records, the car was broken down in the intersection of Elm Street and Webster Street at approximately 12:11 p.m. on 12/7. Kayla said it was at the time that she and Adam discovered that Harmony was not breathing and was deceased. Okay, let me just take a break. There was 3 kids in the car, cobalt blue. 3 kids at this time. Yeah, she had her 2 boys. Okay, I'm going to take a break for just a second. This is, who is the family? Are there more kids than Harmony? Yeah, so they have 3 kids total. And so 2 of them were with them at this time. I think her mom has the kids currently. I think Kayla's mom actually takes care of the kids. She ended up taking them around this time, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yeah, right? Oh, does Kayla sit through this? I don't know how so they go to Burger King. Hold on real quick, you guys. Okay, sorry. So they go to Burger King to obviously get food, and then they're eating that in the car. They're not feeding her. They're not asking her if she wants anything to eat at the time. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, thank you, honey. Okay, so they go to Burger King, they go get food, they go home, they drive their car back to their apartment, their fake apartments that they're staying at, because they're just living in their car in the parking lot. And in a Sebring, of all things, it's not even like a big car, it's tiny. So these people are living in this car. Okay. Let's see. At the time she and Adam discovered Harmony was not breathing and was deceased, Kayla stated that Adam went to the trunk of the vehicle, removed clothing from a black and red Under Armour duffel bag, and placed the lifeless body of Harmony into the bag. Kayla stated at no point did either of them have any conversation about getting any type of life-saving measures for Harmony, and that Adam simply put Harmony's dead body into the bag and walked it back to the parking lot of the Colonial Village apartments because the car broke down. So now they have to carry it. Okay. Kayla indicated that once back at Colonial Village, Bodero drove them from the apartment complex back to their vehicle to collect their belongings before the vehicle was towed. Kayla said that Bodero then allowed them to stay in his Audi parked in the parking lot for 2 or 3 days over the weekend. The dude let them live in his car. What kind of jacked up shit is this? Kayla stated that while they were staying in Bodero's Audi after Harmony's death, Adam was keeping the bag with Harmony's body inside of the trunk of the vehicle, but also would leave it out on the snow to stop the decomposition of the body from happening. Okay, Anthony Bodero's grand jury testimony. On 3/21/22, Anthony Bodero testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County Northern District as part of the grand jury's investigation into the disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. During his testimony, Bodero stated that after the Montgomery family was evicted, he allowed them to stay in his car and Audi for 2 days. He said he believed it was the weekend immediately after Thanksgiving, which would have been approximately November 30th to the 1st. And he testified that he brought Thanksgiving leftovers to the car for them to eat. Bodero testified that he did not see Harmony in the Audi, that it was only Adam, Kayla, and the 2 younger boys. He testified that he never bothered to ask where Harmony was, testified that the only times he ever saw Harmony were back in August and in September, testified that when the Montgomerys left the Audi after the 2 days they stayed there, that he believed Kayla said she was going to her mother's. In the testimony, he testified that he only let the Montgomery family stay in his Audi for 2 days, but he was not aware of whether the Montgomery family was possibly living in a different car in the parking lot to his apartment building for additional days. He said that they could have stayed in their own car before it got messed up. He explained that he was aware that after the Montgomerys got evicted, they had a gray Chrysler, but they didn't have the car anymore when they arrived to stay in his Audi. How weird is that? Like, hey, friends, can I sleep in your car? And like, this is just normal? Like me and my kids? And then like the person's like, yeah, go ahead. Like, here's my Audi. And didn't have the car anymore when they arrived to stay in the Audi. He said that when they arrived to stay in the Audi, they were dropped off by some friends of theirs who was a girl. And they didn't have anything other than the 2 boys and the formula for okay, so that's a different story because Kayla said they walked back, right? They walked back and that he drove them back to their car to pick up the stuff out of the car. He's saying they were brought there by a girl and that they didn't have anything other than the 2 boys and formula for the baby and diapers. He said they didn't have anything else, not even a bag of clothes. Okay, well, where's the bag? I know, laugh at life. I know it is. And hi, everybody who's popped in. I'm sorry, I'm not doing well with chat right now. Okay, so he's saying they came back, they didn't have anything. So this is a totally different story than what she said. Donna Demir's grand jury testimony. Bodero's girlfriend, Donna, also testified before the grand jury. She testified that the only time she saw Harmony was September 2019. With Bodero. She testified about the Thanksgiving leftovers being fresh, and she believed Bodero gave them to the Montgomerys either on Thanksgiving or the next day. She testified that she had a brief opportunity to look inside the car the Montgomerys were in, which she said was the Audi, and that she only saw the 2 younger children in the car and not Harmony. She was confident that Harmony was not in the car. Okay, so everybody agrees that by the time that they got to the Audi, Harmony's no longer there. But the difference being him saying that he carried, or Kayla saying that Adam carried this duffel bag back when he's saying nothing. They came back with nothing. Okay, on a proffer interview, another one, with Anthony Bodero, also present was the attorney, the marshals, that he had met Adam Montgomery through Kayla in 2019. He admitted he did provide crack and fentanyl to the Montgomerys. He stated he would buy the Montgomerys food stamps off of them staying in his vehicle and after they stayed in his vehicle. He stated that after Thanksgiving of 2019, the Montgomerys came to him with just their 2 boys and no Harmony and asked if they could stay with them due to them being evicted and their car breaking down. He did not recall how the Montgomerys arrived at his home. Stated they arrived with few belongings, recalled a trash bag. He offered them his Audi to sleep, which was parked in the rear of the Colonial Village apartment building. It was unclear on the timing, at first saying it was the weekend after Thanksgiving, but then when confronted with information that Montgomery still had their own car at that point, agreed that it may have been the following weekend. He said he provided them with Thanksgiving leftovers, which would have been older leftovers if it was the following weekend, and a pizza. He repeatedly denied seeing Harmony and stated that he only knew that the family had been staying in the parking lot for 2 nights in his Audi. When confronted with the statement Kayla made about him seeing Harmony every day from Thanksgiving to the beginning of December and waving to Harmony and the 2 boys in the car, Bodero stated she was lying. I questioned Bodero about helping the Montgomerys retrieve belongings from their car when it broke down at Webster Street, and he stated he did not remember that happening. Okay. So now we're back to Donna's. So Donna gets a proffer interview, and with her attorney, Donna stated that she only stayed at Badero's part-time and that she primarily resided with her parents in Derry, New Hampshire. She recalled the Montgomerys arriving at Badero's apartment, and they appeared stressed and mostly concerned with getting drugs. Surprise, surprise. She recalled them carrying duffel bags and trash bags, and when asked if there was any color to the duffel bag, she stated she believed there was but could not recall any details. She was not aware if Badero had helped the family retrieve any of their belongings from their vehicle, which had broken down. She remembered Adam, Kayla, and their 2 young boys arriving, but was adamant that she never saw Harmony. Recalled them bringing fresh Thanksgiving leftovers, possibly the day after Thanksgiving, to the Montgomerys when they were living out of the car. She initially recalled that the Montgomerys were living out of the Audi at the time, but when confronted with the information the Montgomerys still had their own car that weekend, she admitted that she may not be remembering the car correctly. She stated that when she brought the Thanksgiving leftovers, there was 2 kids jumping around in the back seat, and she did not see Harmony in the car. At the time, SM was approximately 2.5 years old, and DM was approximately 10 months old. It is extremely unlikely that a 10-month-old would be jumping around. And therefore, investigators believe that she may have seen Harmony without realizing it was her. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a break so I can take a drink. Oh, this is... Oh, you guys, yeah, I don't know what's going on in chat because like I said, I haven't been paying attention. But don't fight with each other. It's just it's a tough topic. There's no reason to have anything to do with fighting with each other. That's not worth it. I promise you. Okay, you guys ready for more? I'm not sure who I believe at this point. Yeah, I could use a drink. Okay. Now we're on to the Facebook and Google search warrants. During the investigation, search warrants were obtained for Facebook and Google records relevant to the time period of late November, early December 2019. Location data from Google was consistent with the Montgomery staying at the Colonial Village parking lot from approximately 11:27 through 12:08, which corroborates Kayla's account of the time period they stayed there. In addition, another witness interviewed during the investigation, Kimberly Frayne, we know that name, recalled personally interacting with the Montgomerys while they were staying in the Audi in the Colonial Village parking lot during the overnight hours of 12:07 into 12:08. Give me a second. I'm going to have to cough. Hi, Zav. I guess I should take a minute to say hi to you guys. I'll take a break from this for just a second. I say there's so many of you guys that have popped in. Dark Horse Justice, In the Dax, Crime Curious, Zav, K-Braze. There's so many of you I haven't even been able to say hello to, and I'm so sorry. Shay Benet, hi Dina, hi 8675309. Hi Emily, Evil Queen, Serendipity. If I miss saying hi to you, hello everybody. This is tough. It's a lot, man. They dropped a lot. They dropped a whole crazy amount. Okay. And I have like mine and Michelle's timeline up too, so we can also compare and see what gets added to that if we have time later. But this is a lot. Okay. Okay, so it does put them. It puts them in this parking lot in their car and then in the Audi. It seems to be some discrepancy in when they actually were in the Audi versus the car, which I guess is a big deal if he is punching Harmony and he's punching her in their Sebring. Hi, little Kazati. So I guess that maybe it would change the time, the time and day of Harmony's death. Okay, so Frayne went to help the Montgomerys in the Audi because the Audi had died. Wait, Frayne went to help the Montgomerys because the Audi had died and Kayla was worried the family was in danger from the cold. Frayne said that she did not see Harmony at the time, and it was only Adam, Kayla, and the two boys. Facebook messages exchanged between Matt Gendron and Kayla Montgomery also confirmed this date and time frame, showing Kayla reaching out to Gendron about the Audi having died and being concerned about the cold. On December 7th or 8th, 2019, would have been the weekend following the weekend after Thanksgiving. In other words, 1 week after the weekend, Bodero testified that he believed the Montgomery stayed in his Audi. This corroborates Kayla's time frame of when she stayed in the Audi. Okay, now we're at Courtney O'Brien and Matt Garcia. On 1/5/2022, investigators spoke with Courtney O'Brien, who said her husband, Matt Garcia, had known Adam their entire life. She also said that Adam used to work for her. She related how she and Garcia had seen Adam, Kayla, Harmony, and the two boys on Thanksgiving night of 2019, and the family was living out of the Sebring at the time. O'Brien also recalled a conversation she had with Adam. I like just how normal this is. There's like, oh yeah, they're just living out of the car, and then when their car broke down, I just let them live out of my car. Like, this is just normal. It's just so crazy to me. O'Brien also recalled a conversation she had had with Adam sometime between approximately December 2019 and January 2020, during which Adam said Harmony was with her, Harmony's mom, that it happened really fast and Harmony wouldn't stop peeing her pants and she was better off with her mom. Well, she would have been better off with her mom. On 1/5/2022, investigators also spoke with Matt Garcia separately. Garcia explained that he and Adam met when Garcia, was 14 years old. He considered Adam to be a friend. Garcia said the only time he saw Harmony was on Thanksgiving of 2019, when Adam, Kayla, and the kids were living in a car. Garcia told investigators about a phone call he had with Adam on 12/31/21, which was after news broke that Harmony was missing. Garcia said he asked Adam about the news regarding Harmony, and Adam said he had talked to the police that morning. Adam told Garcia he didn't know why the police were bothering him, and that he gave Harmony back to her mother after Garcia had seen her on Thanksgiving. Garcia said that Adam said he goes, the kid Harmony wouldn't stop pissing and shitting everywhere. She was driving me nuts. We were living in the car, so I had her mom come and get her. Garcia elaborated, speaking as if he was Adam, then Harmony was having her accidents. Everywhere, all the time, every 5 minutes. We were living in a car. I couldn't take it. I had to give her to her mom. The information from O'Brien and Garcia is consistent with Kayla's information that Adam would get upset with Harmony over the bathroom accidents and eventually killed her due to having a bathroom accident in the car. Okay, so now... Finding Harmony Montgomery's DNA in the Chrysler Sebring. Investigators located the Chrysler Sebring that the Montgomery family lived in after being evicted from Guilford Street, in which Harmony was killed. This vehicle was the subject of a call for service at approximately 12:11 p.m. on 12/7/2019 at the intersection of Webster Street and Elm Street in Manchester. This is consistent with Kayla's statement in her 6/3/22 proffer interview that Adam killed Harmony on the day their Sebring broke down. Tow documents show the tow company was on scene to tow the Sebring from approximately 12:52 to 1:39. The Sebring was thereafter treated as an abandoned vehicle, and an abandoned vehicle tracking report created by Auto City Collision Repair Center for the Sebring noted that later, on 12/16/2019, there was no power to the dash, and an attempt to jumpstart the Sebring resulted in the car immediately starting to smoke. The Sebring was eventually sold to Herbert's Used Auto Parts on or about 1/29/2020, where it was located by Manchester detectives on approximately 1/1/2022. Okay, they still had it? The manager of the Herberts consented to the seizure and search of the Sebring by Manchester detectives. It's weird that he still had it. When the Sebring was searched inside of the vehicle, investigators located a pink Trolls electric toothbrush, which was assigned property number JMT7, This toothbrush was submitted to the New Hampshire State Police Forensic Laboratory for potential DNA analysis. A buccal swab was taken from her mom, Harmony's mom, by consent and was also submitted to the state lab for comparison purposes. Upon completion of the analysis, the state lab issued a report dated January 19th, 2022, where she wrote, "The DNA obtained from the toothbrush is from a biological female. The DNA profile obtained from the toothbrush cannot be excluded as that from a biological child of Crystal Sorey based on a comparison of these DNA profiles only. It is at least 108 billion times more likely to see these genetic results if the DNA profile obtained from the toothbrush from a biological child of Crystal Sorey than an untested, unrelated random woman." Okay, so it's Harmony's. That's basically what that's saying, is it's unlikely that it would ever be anybody else's. It should be noted that Harmony is the only female child of Crystal Sorey. Based on these lab results, there is a strong reason to believe the DNA profile obtained from the toothbrush is that of Harmony, and it will be referred to as such herein. Okay, you guys, this is tough. This is going to be tough. Take a break first. Let's take a break first. Let's see. We have two big auto grace, it's like scrap yards up here. People can actually go there on their own and get parts off wheels. We have scrap yards that are somewhat like that, but I'm just surprised that they just stay there for that many years, and now there's just a toothbrush. Shay, didn't he make her clean with her toothbrush? I did hear that before, that he did make her clean with her own toothbrush. I don't think that's part from right now. Hold on, I do have to cough though. There's so much reading that I'm like, I asked my husband to get me another drink because I'm like, ooh. And it just gets worse. This doesn't get better. This gets worse. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think it had anything to do with the car, but I wonder if they ever tested that. And I don't know if I've ever actually seen that in documents or if I've just heard that. I don't know. So that could be hearsay. I don't know for sure. I almost think that Kayla has said that at one point in some type of statement, but I don't want you guys to quote me on that because I cannot 100% remember. Hi, Candace. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want to do this by myself. Like, I gotta have you guys here with me. Oh, thanks, Brett. Oh, absolutely evil. Yeah, so I said I'm like that's why I have to read it. I have to think of it. I have to like listen. I'll have to listen to somebody else read it. It's just how I will be able to comprehend all the details and like absorb them, because it's just so much. Okay, one sec. All right, I'm gonna keep going here. Yeah, I think it was another statement too. Oh, Shay, it could have been the uncle. That's why I like you so much, Zabs. We're very much alike. We got to do it. We got to do it in different ways. Otherwise, and that's how we can get the information to like stay in our brains. Okay, this one's tough. Movements of Harmony Montgomery's body by Adam Montgomery. Let's just say by Adam Montgomery and also Kayla Montgomery, but gosh forbid they want to include her. In her 6/3/22 proffer, Kayla explained how Harmony's body was moved to various locations over the course of the next several months. She stated that after living in Bodero's Audi in the Colonial Village parking lot, that they then moved in with her mother, Christina Lubin, and her mother's boyfriend, John Gallion. I could be saying those names wrong. We knew this address. Kayla said that when they arrived at the residence, Harmony's body, which was still in a duffel bag, was placed inside of a red cooler with a white top in the common hallway of the apartment building. She stated the body was left there the whole time the family stayed there, until the end of December 2019. Holy shit. Kayla said that when they arrived at the residence, Harmony's body, which was still in the duffel bag, was placed inside of a red cooler with a white top in the common hallway of the apartment building. What the F? This is the cooler. FYI. What the in the common area of the hallway? So people are just... Thank you, Crime Curious. Oh, yeah, they moved it for months. They moved it for months. Ah, I didn't know it was in the common hallway of the apartment building for almost a month. Like, people were walking by it. It was there. What? On February 18th, 2020, Lubin testified before the grand jury for Hillsborough County. During her testimony, so this is Kayla's mom, she explained that in December 2019, Adam, Kayla, SM, and DM moved in to live with her for 2 or 3 weeks, and they left on December 30th or the 31st. So we knew this story, and this is actually when the discrepancy comes in, because Kayla's mom said she either saw her last time she saw Harmony was sometime between Thanksgiving and like approximately December 7th. When they came to her house, and that when they came to her house to stay there for the few weeks they told her that they had taken Harmony back to her mom. But this was that time frame where she supposedly last saw Harmony in the original statement. So let's see if it keeps going that way. And they left on December 30th or the 31st. She said they did not have Harmony with them, and Kayla told her that Harmony had gone back to live with her mom, Harmony's mother, at a rehab facility. Okay. Lubin testified that during that time frame of December 19, 2018, she was not aware of Adam or Kayla making any effort to get in touch with Harmony or Crystal Sorey. She also testified that in that time frame, she did not see Adam or Kayla cry about not having Harmony. Let me move this. After Kayla's proffer interview, I traveled to 258. Oh, Zav girl. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. All right, yeah, let's do something soon. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. They did. They basically gave her she's only serving time for the perjury charges, and that's it. She'll be free as a bird. Okay, where was I? She was making a tired crying. Okay. After Kayla's proffer interview, I had traveled to 258 Dubuque Street and obtained a consent to search. Okay, so this is at mom and mom's boyfriend's. I explained to her that I needed to obtain a red cooler with a white lid. Lubin said the cooler had been in her bedroom closet for close to 2 years. I asked her if this cooler had previously been in the common hallway, and she confirmed it was. They consented to the search and the seizure of the cooler. The cooler was submitted to the state lab for processing according to reports received from the state lab. The results of a screening test performed on samples from the cooler were negative for the presence of blood. In addition, no suitable areas of friction ridge detail were developed on the cooler, so no fingerprints. There you go. Okay, law enforcement previously knew. Okay, Harmony's body moved to Families in Transition Shelter. Law enforcement previously knew, and Kayla confirmed in her 6/3/2022 proffer interview, that after leaving her mother's house, the family, Adam, Kayla, SM, and DM, moved into a Families in Transition Shelter in Manchester. This was on approximately 12/30/2019. In her proffer interview, Kayla said that the Under Armour bag with Harmony's body was brought to the FIT shelter as well. Kayla said that Adam placed it in the ceiling vent in the bedroom. Kayla stated that during this time, there was liquid coming from the bag containing Harmony's dead body, and there was an odor. She said Adam placed a trash bag around the bag to keep it from leaking. On 6/4/2022, detectives conducted a search of 177 Lake Avenue. During the search of the apartment, detectives located a ceiling vent in the bedroom pictured here. Detectives removed the vent in order to check the top side of the ceiling sheetrock. There, next to the opening for the ceiling vent, detectives located a large area of staining. This area is directly next to the ceiling vent where Kayla Montgomery described that Adam Montgomery put Harmony's deceased body in the Under Armour bag. Detectives noted that this area had a smell consistent with decomposition. The photo below was taken by a detective who was standing up in the ceiling vent hole after the vent was removed. The area of staining is circled. I'm going to throw up. Oh my God, this poor freaking baby. A large section of the ceiling sheetrock was removed and seized, which included the stain, the metal framing, the hole for the ceiling vent. The ceiling vent itself was also seized. The photo below shows the areas of sheetrock and metal framing that was seized. The area of staining is again circled. Okay, so now we're at the forensic testing of the ceiling section. With the metal framing attached together with the vent, were submitted to the state lab of serology, DNA, and latent friction ridge fingerprint processing. In a report dated 6/10/2022, Martin Orlowitz, criminalist at the state lab, wrote that 13 areas of friction ridge detail were developed, 6 on the metal framing attached to the sheetrock and 7 on the metal vent itself. In a report dated 7/6/2022, the criminalist noted that not all areas of friction ridge detail were sufficient to be identifiable, and some of the areas contained multiple impressions. In all, the criminalist noted and analyzed 10 identifiable impressions, 9 from the metal vent and 1 from the metal framing. Matched all 9 of the identifiable impressions from the metal vent to Adam Montgomery. Well, this right here is very important because his whole defense was going to be that if this was all true, if what Kayla was saying was true, she's the one that did it and not him. But this is his fingerprints on this vent, which means that he was hiding her. Cobalt Blue, the brothers at this particular time were about 2.5 and a little under a year. This is nuts. Okay, so they got his fingerprints. 3 to his left middle finger, 2 to his left little finger, 1 to his left ring and middle fingers, simultaneous fingers impressions, 1 to his left index finger, 1 to his right index finger, and 1 to his left palm. Both Adam and Kayla Montgomery were excluded from the impression from the metal framing. So that impression was subsequently searched through multiple, the ABIS, basically the ABIS databases where they can compare to see if there's anything, a match to any other criminals or people who are in the database. As a result, the impression from the metal framing was identified as the left little ring middle. The metal framing was identified as the left little ring middle and index simultaneous finger impression of Yared B. Lujano. Investigators were able to confirm that an individual with that name was a drywall installer who worked on that building. Okay. He's going to get thrown under the bus too. On 6/9/2022, the state lab confirmed the serology testing on the ceiling section produced several positive samples for human fluids. The state lab attempted DNA analysis on the ceiling section, but it was not successful due to what has been explained to me as the presence of potential inhibitors, which prevented further analysis. 2 samples were cut from the area of staining and 1 from the framing, and they were sent to DNA Labs International in Florida, as was Harmony's DNA profile as obtained from the toothbrush in the Sebring. Crystal Story's DNA profile as obtained via consent, and Adam Montgomery's DNA profile as obtained via search warrant. When tested, one of the samples from the stain and the sample from the metal framing had an insufficient amount of DNA. Okay, and no further analysis was performed. The other sample from the stain indicated a mixture of at least 2 individuals with at least 1 male contributor. Due to the complex nature of the mixed DNA profile, it was inconclusive for comparison purposes. Okay, so we don't know what that was. Subsequently, the decision was made to send the entire sealing section to DNA Labs International with the expectation that seeing this section, analysts there would be able to identify the best areas for testing. Prior to sending the sealing section, the metal framing was removed. When the metal framing was removed, darker staining was observed under some of the metal framing pieces. This staining appeared to have emanated from the area of the staining that was first observed, as if the cause of the first area of staining had also wicked beneath the bordering metal framing. Okay, so it's leaking. That's a very long sentence for that. The darker staining was thick in some areas and had a texture, and it had a scent consistent with decomposition. In addition, looking at the bottom of the metal framing that was touching the darker staining, it appeared as if the darker staining had adhered to the metal framing as well. Okay. The 2 pictures below show the darker staining under the metal framing. This first picture shows a large part of the original sealing section that was seized. The area of staining that was first observed is circled, and the locations where the original 2 samples were cut can be seen in the circle. The dark staining discovered under the metal framing runs horizontally from the top of the circled area. The second picture shows a closer view of the dark staining. The texture can be observed as can the apparent transfer of the stain onto the metal framing. Okay, let's break that down. So, apparently my dog wants out of the room. Okay, so here's your metal frame that was obviously here, and then they're talking about it going into that. Do they have another picture of it closer? Yeah, they do. Okay, so it's leaked into here. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna let the dog out. Okay. Ooh. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys got. So angry, such a... Oh, yes. Me too. Unless she doesn't know that part, which I don't believe. I think that was kind of the thing, is that he took her and she doesn't know whatever ended up happening. Ah, shoot. Irina. Hi, Sherry. The fact that they could just live life with unaliving her, hauling her little body around, and the smell of decomp is just simply disturbing. it's definitely on an abnormal. Okay, let's keep going. Actually, you know what? I'm going to crack open the fresh drink real quick. This sick. I mean, I knew that they were sick. I knew these were sick individuals, or especially him, well, and her. I'm not a fan. She should never be around her own children at this point. The sealing section and removed metal framing were submitted to the DNA Labs International for testing. Forensic DNA analyst, man, this is so detailed. Talk about a probable cause arrest affidavit that is just, I mean, this is detailed. Okay, so the analyst, Alan Aykroyd, International, issued a report of the analysis of the sealing sheetrock. The report notes that the 2 samples were collected from the sheetrock, which were then combined into 1 sample. The DNA profile obtained from the sample indicated at least 1 female contributor and was interpreted as 2 contributors. Okay, so the report notes, the DNA profile obtained from the sample is approximately 4.1 billion times more probable if the sample originated from Harmony Montgomery and an unknown person than if it had originated from 2 unknown persons. This analysis provides very strong support for the proposition that Harmony Montgomery is a contributor to the DNA profile obtained from the sample. Okay, so I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. So it's always like almost like a ruled out. So they compare it to like a nothing. So like a nothing sample or a no one sample. So Harmony and an unknown person. So there's two profiles. Than if it was from two unknown people. Basically, that's just a very long term for saying it's one unidentified and one this freaking dog is going nuts. One unidentified and then one is Harmony. The report also notes limited support for the proposition that Crystal Sorey and Adam Montgomery are not contributors to the DNA profile obtained from the sample. Hold on real quick, you guys. Oh, you're not going to talk to me?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. You're just getting a drink? Okay. The report also notes limited support for the proposition that Crystal Sorey and Adam Montgomery are not contributors to the DNA profile obtained from the sample. Okay, so they're not contributors. Further testing was performed on the sealing sheetrock in a report dated 9/14/2022. The DNA analyst noted that another sample was taken from the sheetrock, which indicated a mixture of at least two individuals. Harmony Montgomery, Crystal Sorey, and Adam Montgomery could not be ruled out as possible contributors to the mixed DNA profile. So basically, because of Harmony's DNA mixed with either her mom's or her dad's, they can't determine which one's which. They would be able to do that if they could actually figure out if it was male DNA, then it would automatically be Adam. Okay, the DNA profile obtained from the sample is approximately 1.1 trillion times more probable if the sample originated from Harmony Montgomery and one unknown person than if it had originated from two unknown persons. Okay, great. So we know that that's Harmony. This analysis provides very strong support for the proposition that Harmony Montgomery is a contributor to the DNA profile obtained from the sample. The DNA profile obtained from the sample is approximately 1.5 times more probable if the sample originated from Crystal Sorey and one unknown person than if it had originated from two unknown persons. Therefore, the strength of support for either proposition could not be determined as the likelihood ratio is uninformative. The DNA profile obtained from the sample is approximately 69 times more probable if the sample originated from two unknown persons than if it had originated from Adam and one unknown person. This analysis provides limited support for the proposition that Adam Montgomery is not a contributor to the DNA profile obtained from the sample. Okay. So it's more likely that it's Adam. This analysis provides limited support that he is not a contributor. I think it's going to be convoluted because it's Harmony's, and that's both of her parents. They're going to have both of her parents, or she's going to. But basically, it is that's Harmony's. The stain on the sheetrock is Harmony's. Testing was also performed on the two of the metal framing pieces. One of the metal framing pieces had an insufficient amount of DNA and no further analysis. A sample from the other metal framing piece provided a DNA profile of at least one contributor. Harmony Montgomery could not be ruled out as a possible contributor to the profile. Crystal and Adam were excluded as contributors to the profile. The DNA profile obtained from the sample is approximately 1.4 trillion times more probable if the sample originated from Harmony. Okay, so the metal sheetrock is also Harmony, or the metal on the sheetrock. On 6/23/2022, Kayla participated in a second proffer interview. During her 6/23/2022 proffer interview, she described a time when a maintenance worker came to check the vent in their unit at the shelter, apartment 1, after a complaint from another resident who Kayla identified as Paula from apartment 5. Kayla said that once people at FIT started saying they could smell something, Adam took the Under Armour bag containing Harmony's body, which was inside of a trash bag, from the ceiling, put it all inside of another trash bag, and then replaced it in the ceiling. Kayla said that once maintenance was called to check the vent, Adam put the trash bag's Under Armour bag, Harmony's body, into the closet. Kayla stated that when maintenance checked the vent, they said it must have been a dead animal or something because they didn't see anything up there. Oh my gosh. Paula was identified as Paula Maldonado on 7/28/2022. I spoke with Paula via telephone. She said that Adam, Kayla, and their 2 kids moved into the fit shelter about 2 to 3 weeks after she moved in. She recalled Adam one time bringing up his daughter, and when asked where his daughter was, he said she was with his mother, Harmony's grandmother. I asked her about a complaint that the Montgomery's apartment smelled, and she said it was her friend Mandy who made the complaint. She stated Mandy dropped off some clothes for the newborn and noted the apartment smelled. Stated that Mandy was now deceased. Oh, jeez. Okay, I believe Mandy to be Amanda Crosby, who Kayla identified as being a female who lived at the shelter, who is now deceased. On 6/4/2022, I received a copy of maintenance reports from 177 Lake Avenue. One report stated that on 2/5/2020, while the Montgomerys still resided in apartment 1, the residents of apartment 2 noted there was a slight odor when they turned on the heat. In addition, on 2/21/2020, there was a report of a weird smell coming from the vents inside of apartment 1, which was requested to be looked at. This was the same unit where Adam and Kayla had lived, and it was made just after they moved out. Okay, now we're to Union Street. Oh, gosh. In Kayla's first proffer interview on 6/3/2022, she had stated that after living at Lake Avenue, apartment 1, that Adam, Kayla, SM, and DM moved to an apartment on 644 Union Street in Manchester. Police were previously in possession of a lease agreement that was apparently signed by Adam and Kayla on 2/20/2020 for themselves and 2 children to lease. Okay, so yeah, literally the day after they move out, this complaint is done. Kayla said that when they moved to the apartment at 644 Union Street, they brought Harmony's body with them. She said that Adam put the Under Armour duffel bag with Harmony's body, which was inside of 1 or 2 trash bags, into a plastic bin storage container, which was then pushed on a stroller from 177 Lake Avenue over to 644 Union Street. Kayla said that Adam first placed the plastic bin storage container into a closet in the bedroom of apartment number 2. Kayla said that Adam then at one point took the Under Armour bag out of the plastic bin storage container and that the Under Armour bag was leaking. Kayla said Adam put another trash bag around the Under Armour bag and placed it into the refrigerator. Pretty sure we knew this was what happened because we watched them search this apartment and we watched them have to replace the refrigerator in that apartment because they took that one. Ugh. Okay, so place it into the refrigerator with your other kid's food. Okay, FYI, Union Street is known as the Zone in Manchester. It runs from lake to valley. Okay. Doesn't Kayla's mother have her kids? Meep, I believe so. I'm not 100%, but I believe she does. She should not be able to be around her kids ever again. No, yeah, cool. But she did nothing. Kayla did nothing, and she's gonna basically walk free. Oh, Dina, did you? Yeah, that was crazy, man. We were like, what the heck are they doing with the freaking refrigerator? So I think we pretty much knew that was going to be the case. They also were doing a lot of stuff with the pipes, and I haven't, like I said, I have not read all of this. So this right here is new to me. I think there might be a snippet that I think Sluice Investigates had sent me. Oh gosh, I can't even. Okay. CMC maternity bag. Kayla stated that at some point after Harmony's body was in the refrigerator, Adam transferred Harmony's body from the Under Armour duffel bag into a new bag. Okay. He took, oh my gosh, he opened the bag and took her out and put her in a new bag? Oh. Kayla said that this happened in the bathroom. Kayla stated that on the day in question, Adam spent 4 to 6 hours inside of the bathroom at 644 Union with the shower running. Kayla then described Adam as placing Harmony's dead body inside of what she described as a Catholic Medical Center maternity bag. This bag was much smaller than the Under Armour duffel bag, and it would not likely fit Harmony's body unless it was dismembered or grossly distorted. Kayla described an odor coming from the bathroom and saw steam coming from the bathroom when Adam would open the door. Kayla recalled the scent of cleaning supplies in the bathroom when Adam had finished up. I'm gonna. What in the hell? Kayla stated that afterwards, Adam placed the maternity bag inside of the freezer in the apartment, in apartment number 2 on Union Street. She described the refrigerator freezer as a standard over-under refrigerator freezer combo. After Kayla's first proffer interview, investigators obtained an exemplar CMC maternity bag that they suspected might be the same as the one into which Harmony's body had been placed. During Kayla's second proffer interview on 6/23/2022, she identified the bag shown below as being the same style as the CMC maternity bag in which Harmony's body was placed. Hi, Maria. This is just so bad. He spent 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours inside of that bathroom with the shower running. So we know they moved in February, the end of February. She says he puts her in the fridge, and then at some point later, this is when that happens. So you're talking end of November. She's been in this bag from the end of November. This is at least February. We don't have a date for when this is happening. And he takes her out of this bag. This is horrendous. D-Math, I'm the same. We knew it was going to be bad. I mean, we knew it was going to be bad just from the little bits and pieces, but I just don't. Okay, in her second proffer interview, Kayla said that Adam actually transferred Harmony's body from the duffel bag to the CMC maternity bag while they were still at 177 Lake Avenue. She said this happened about a day or two after maintenance checked the vent in their unit and that the bags with Harmony's body were in the closet during that 1 to 2 day time frame. Kayla said that Adam made the transfer to the maternity bag in the bathroom of apartment 1. What? Zipped the CMC maternity bag shut and then put it in the closet. Okay, so that's 2 totally different stories. Okay. Kayla stated that she herself then brought Kayla stated that she herself then brought the maternity bag containing Harmony's body to Adam's place of work, a Portland Pie Company restaurant on Elm Street in Manchester, while they were living at 177 Lake Avenue. This was done at Adam's request the same day Adam transferred Harmony's body into the CMC maternity bag. Kayla stated that she pushed SM and DM to Portland Pie Company in a front-back stroller, and the CMC maternity bag with Harmony's body was between the 2 boys in the stroller. What in the actual... What? So that Adam kept the maternity bag with Harmony's body in the walk-in cooler at the restaurant for a week or so. The bag was then brought back to Lake Avenue before being brought to Union Street when the family moved. What? Okay, in speaking with the former Portland Pie Company employee Cameron Gibney, he stated he had worked at the restaurant as a server in front of the house manager until about a month before the restaurant closed. It should be noted that Portland Pie Company in Manchester closed on 3/1/2020. He recalled seeing the CMC bag in the cooler as on a couple of occasions on both the floor and shelf, but never questioned Montgomery about it since he knew he had children. He described the bag as a tote with straps and stated it was possibly white with red or pink. He confirmed he had seen Adam Montgomery and only him handling the bag and bringing it in. On 8/23/2022, Gibney was shown a photograph of the CMC bag and confirmed that was the same bag he had seen in the cooler. Former Portland Pie Company employee Emily Thompson, who worked as a delivery driver, also vaguely recalled Adam tucking a bag into the cooler, but could not remember the details of it. It should be noted that Adam Montgomery worked at the restaurant as a dishwasher and a cook between 1/14/2020 and 2/22/2020. Okay, so her second story has to be right for that to work because they move out on 2/20. So the story about him transferring Harmony's remains to the maternity bag had to have happened at the shelter, not at the apartment. Okay, the witness corroborate what Kayla stated about her bringing Harmony's body in the CMC maternity bag to Portland Pie Company and Adam keeping the bag in the cooler there. Kayla also advised in the 6/23/2022 proper that she was actually in the 644 Union Street number 2 bathroom when Adam took Harmony out of the maternity bag. A photo of the bathroom follows for reference. This was taken recently and is only for size layout purposes. The personal possessions in the photo belong to a different tenant and not of Adam and Kayla. Okay, so this is the bathroom at the number 2 Union Street apartment. Hi, Wolfie. This is just... So they're moving. They just keep moving this around. They just. Well, it's not surprising that this restaurant was closed down then. I mean, shoot, yeah. Employees just bring in their personal bags of nobody knows what, and they just put them in the cooler there. Oh, gosh. Okay, Kayla stated that Adam took Harmony out of the CMC maternity bag in the 644 Union Street number 2 bathroom so that he could add lime to the CMC maternity bag to help with the decomposition of Harmony's body. Kayla explained that Adam dumped Harmony's body out of the CMC maternity bag into the shower. Kayla said Harmony wasn't bones. Oh, okay. Harmony wasn't bones. She had skin, teeth, and hair, and Kayla could still tell it was her. Kayla said Adam put about half the bag of lime or a little more into the maternity bag, and she showed with her hands that the bag of lime was consistent with a 40-pound bag. Based on Kayla's description of this process, Adam had a difficult time fitting Harmony's body back into the CMC maternity bag. Harmony's body was frozen. Kayla saw Adam run the hot water in the shower and start squishing Harmony's flesh to thaw it and make it easier to fit her into the bag. Kayla helped cut Harmony's clothes off her body to make her fit into the bag better as well. Kayla described Adam eventually pushing and pushing on Harmony's body, and then she heard a bang. She was not able to elaborate on what this bang was. Adam also banged the CMC maternity bag on the floor while zipping it. Kayla said that she also helped zip closed the CMC maternity bag. After the CMC maternity bag finally zipped shut, it went into the apartment freezer. Adam then cleaned up the bathroom with ammonia. On 6/30/2022, Detective Rahill received maintenance records from Dennis Cloutier, who was the maintenance person back when Adam and Kayla lived at 644 Union Street. He is also the current maintenance worker. It should be noted that a service request was executed on 2/27/20 to snake the tub and fix the lever on 2/27. The request reads to snake the tub and fix the lever. This service request was 5 days after Adam's employment ended at Portland Pie Company. Where do you think that Kayla gave her boys a bath? After she knows what happened in there, she puts her babies in that bathtub. Oh, Sleuth Mom, absolutely. I cannot stand this woman. Yeah, their food, serendipity, their food kept in the same freezer and refrigerator that she's feeding her children. Right, Candace. Hi, Kate does crime. Oh, did you get to the part where she put the bag filled with the reins in the stroller between? Yes! Yes! This is so... These... Can drugs numb you out this much where you have no care about this tiny human that you're responsible for? Okay. So the U-Haul rented to dispose of Harmony's body. Kayla stated that Adam kept the bag with Harmony's body inside of the freezer in the apartment until sometime during the spring of 2020. She wasn't sure if it was March or May, when Adam rented a U-Haul and during the overnight hours made a trip to an unknown destination to dispose of Harmony's dead body. Kayla stated she did not know the location of where Adam dumped Harmony's body. Kayla stated that Adam returned in the morning hours, but she could not recall an exact time. Kayla stated that around the time that Adam disposed of Harmony's body, they stayed in the Econo Lodge or Comfort Inn in Manchester, New Hampshire. She said Adam brought the CMC maternity bag with Harmony's body to the hotel and placed it in the mini refrigerator in the room. Kayla said they were accompanied by Travis Beach and his girlfriend, who Kayla only knew as Brittany. Manchester police knew Brittany to be a reference to a specific person, Brittany Bedard. Kayla recalled that Adam went to rent the U-Haul with either Travis, Brittany, or both. Kayla saw the U-Haul from the hotel window, and she described it as a van with large 1999 on the back, which is consistent with the lettering numbering on a U-Haul rental vehicle. Kayla said that after the U-Haul was rented, Adam left in the middle of the night, approximately midnight or 1 a.m. He told her he was leaving and he would be back, and he took the maternity bag. She did not see him have anything else with him. Kayla said Adam didn't want her to know where he was going in case something like this happened. Apparently in reference to Kayla proffering this information to police. Kayla said Adam then returned at approximately 5 or 6 a.m. that same morning. When he returned, he seemed very tired, and he said words to the effect of, "It's done." Kayla said she didn't see the CMC maternity bag after that. It should be noted that in Kayla's second proffer, her statements were consistent about the U-Haul and did not materially different from the original proffer. Okay, so they go and stay at this Econo Lodge and rent a U-Haul. This other couple knows they're renting a U-Haul. Why are they renting a U-Haul? What's the purpose of the U-Haul? I mean, they've already carried her around in this bag for how long? And in their cars. So it's not, what's the point of the U-Haul? I don't get that. Okay, the corroboration of Adam using a U-Haul. Around the time that Manchester Police Department began looking into the whereabouts of Harmony, the department established a 24/7 tip line so members of the public could call with information. On 2/26/2022, Police Service Specialist Stratton advised there was a call that came through the Harmony Montgomery tip line. Stratton noted that the tip came from this phone number. I called the tipster who wanted to remain anonymous. Well, there you go. Well, then you just put their phone number out there. The tipster stated that a Jenny Paris and her boyfriend, Travis Beach, had come to the tipster's residence a month ago and disclosed that approximately 2 years ago, Adam Montgomery frantically asked Beach if he could rent Adam a U-Haul truck. The tipster stated that Adam did not disclose what the U-Haul truck was going to be used for, but stated that Adam asked Beach in a frantic manner to rent the vehicle. Detectives located Beach and Paris on Elm Street in the rear parking lot of the apartment building in their vehicle and attempted to interview Beach. Beach was uncooperative and stated he would not answer any questions unless it was with his attorney or probation parole officer. Hi, Thistle. Hi, Nace T. Okay. On 3/9/2022, Deputy U.S. Marshal Tufts and I made contact with Beach at the county probation and parole officer. I asked Beach to tell us about Adam asking for a U-Haul. Beach stated he recalled it was around winter time of 2019, early 2020. He stated that he had run into Adam on the street in the area of Union and Bridge at the convenience store. Adam continued to say, I fucked up. I'm so fucked. Beach stated Adam wouldn't tell him what he meant when he said, I fucked up, I'm so fucked. Beach stated he was with Brittany Bedard and Adam was with Kayla and their 2 boys. Beach was asked if he had ever seen Harmony, and he stated he had not. Adam asked them to rent him a U-Haul, and he recalled Brittany renting Adam a box truck from the U-Haul on South Willow Street in Manchester. Beach stated they left from there, and the next day Brittany called U-Haul to make sure that Adam had returned it, and he had. Beach stated he had never heard of or seen Harmony and only knew Adam had the 2 sons. Beach stated he thought Adam and Kayla were living on the 2nd floor of an apartment on Union Street at the time of the U-Haul incident. Beach was asked if he ever knew Adam and Kayla have a car, and he stated he had never seen them with a car. Beach was also asked why he hadn't been cooperative initially, and he stated once he saw things in the news, he put 2 and 2 together and thought maybe it was related. As I continued to ask Beach questions, he then asked what I was getting at and stated he wanted an attorney. Okay. On 4/20/22, Detective Rahill and I interviewed Bobby Johnson. Okay, so this Travis Beach guy doesn't have his girlfriend Brittany anymore. He has a new chick, and then goes and says that he rented a U-Haul for Adam to some other chick, who then calls that into the tip line, is what I'm gathering from that. Is that what you guys got from that? Okay. Let's see. Hold on. The dog is barking. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, goodness. An inmate at the County House of Corrections, who wished to speak with us about the Harmony Montgomery investigation, specifically in regards to Travis Beach. Johnson has known Beach for 7 to 8 years. Johnson stated he had a conversation with Beach a few weeks prior at the end of March or beginning of April 2022. Johnson stated they were at a drug house getting high and smoking crack. Beach stated he had something to tell Johnson that was eating at him. Beach stated that Adam Montgomery was one of his best friends. Johnson stated also present at the time was Beach's girlfriend, Jenna Lee Paris. Beach stated Adam called him and came over to his place, and Adam said he fucked up, that he did wrong and needed his help. Johnson stated Beach's girlfriend then stopped him from saying anything further to Johnson about Adam's statements. Johnson stated the tone of the conversation was that Beach was going to say that Adam killed the child and disposed of the body. He stated Beach was saying Adam was asking him for a few days to help him get rid of stuff. Beach stated they drove around the county for the next few days getting rid of stuff. Wait. Johnson stated that Beach never mentioned body parts, but that it was stuff wrapped in plastic or plastic bags. Johnson also mentioned Adam asking for tools and supplies and included blankets and tarps from Beach. Jenna Lee told Beach not to talk further about it because it could get him in trouble. Johnson felt that Beach was trying to get it off his chest. Beach also stated to him that the police had been looking for him to ask him information. I asked who else was there during the conversation, and he stated just Beach, Jenna Lee, and himself. Okay. So the guy's got this new girlfriend, but Brittany's somewhere in the world still. Where the heck does she go? Johnson added that he believed Beach mentioned the west side of Manchester as areas they went, and possibly a street starting with the letter C. Johnson also believed Beach was driving when all of this happened. So this Travis Beach guy has his girlfriend. This Travis Beach guy has his girlfriend, rents this U-Haul, and then him and Adam are going around and disposing of different parts? That's what this is saying? On 4/21/22, Detective Ray and I interviewed Travis Beach at the New Hampshire State Prison with his probation officer, Officer Wright. Beach stated that Adam Montgomery requested that Beach rent a U-Haul for him. Beach did not have a license, so he used Brittany to rent the U-Haul for them. Beach stated that Adam and Kayla were picked up from the Orange Street, Union Street area. He stated that they had children with them, but only 2 children. Beach believed that the weather was starting to get warm, but there was snow on the ground, and that this was potentially inside a February-March 2020 timeframe. Beach stated that he was staying at the Comfort Inn around this time, and that Adam and Kayla were staying at the Econo Lodge. Why are they staying at the Econo Lodge? I don't understand that. He advised that during this time when Adam was requesting a U-Haul, Adam approached Beach stating that he fucked up. He believed this to be after the U-Haul was rented. Adam never told Beach what he needed the U-Haul for, and Beach never asked. Beach advised that Adam told him that he was having problems with DCYF during this time, and that was why they were staying at the Econo. Okay, well, there you go. And that's why they're staying at the Econo Lodge, which is interesting because I don't know if they were actually having any type of issue with DCYF at that point. Prior to the interview concluding, Beach signed a consent to search for his Facebook account after stating he and Adam had used this platform to communicate. Beach provided us with his login information, and a preservation was completed for his account, which was identified as a Facebook account TDBeach618. After the preservation was completed, I attempted to log into the account, but the login information did not work. Are you fucking kidding me? He was staying at the lodge because CPS was looking for him, but were they? Were they actually looking for him? Hi, Christine. Hi, Salty. Econo, oh, hold on. Where did I go? Laugh at Life. Econo Lodge is $69 a night and was a well-known place to get drugs. Yes, you did. I appreciate you too. Did you see the news, Salty Pancakes, that they're not going to go for the death penalty? I just saw that this morning. So she doesn't call until November of 2021. So in 2020, let me see, a referral received by DC. I'm looking at my timeline real quick. Hold on. A referral is received by DCYF about the Montgomery household. Adam Montgomery tells Child Protective Services worker that Harmony is living with her mother in Massachusetts and had been since Thanksgiving of 2019. Okay, so they were. In January, that's January 8th, 2020. They must have been trying to follow up because of the. Okay, hold on. I'm going to back up in the timeline a second. On August 7th, 2019, a Child Protective Service worker visits the home again and interviews Harmony and Adam and Kayla Montgomery. The worker notes a red mark in Harmony's eye and faded bruising under her eyelid. Adam Montgomery says the mark was caused when she was struck by a toy while playing with a sibling. The caseworker also speaks to Sori, who tells the agency she lost custody of Harmony to Adam Montgomery. That's August 7th, 2019. Okay, let me back up even further. July 29th, 2019, DCYF received an anonymous call alleging abuse. The caller says Harmony had a black eye when the caller visited her Guildford Street home in Manchester the week before. A Child Protective Service worker visits the home and emails Manchester police to say no eye injury was observed. That's July 29th, 2019. That's the uncle. Okay, so then October 1st, the final visit from a Child Protective Service worker to the Guildford house. The worker reports the children appeared happy and healthy. The assessment concludes that the report of abuse was unfounded, but the family was at high risk for future child welfare concerns. Okay, so they had to have been because of the follow-up from that complaint still. Because then January 8th is a referral is received. Adam tells the Child Protective Service that he sent Harmony back to her mom. January 21st, Child Protective Service worker leaves a voicemail for Sori to confirm Harmony's address. And Crystal Sori did not call back. In September of 2021, one of Crystal's friends actually contacts DCYF. Okay, so I guess that's true. They are on his tail, but not. Oh yeah, Charlie B. I heard they were doing heroin and fentanyl. Any meth mentioned? I think during the gun charges trial, they talked about they basically did all kinds of anything. It didn't matter. Yeah, laugh at life, as there should be. He started scrubbing the toilet. Well, they basically already gave her a deal. So she's testifying against him in the gun charges, and then she's going to testify against him in the Harmony case. Oh, you're on Rumble now? I'll have to go look. I know that like Sleuth Mom does Rumble, but I'm not normally over there. I'm live on Rumble replaying that day we was live. No way. Are you really? Okay. All right, Brett. Love you. I'll see you later. I'm going to try to pop to your live tonight. Okay, let's go. I'll find you on Rumble, Salty. I'm not overly familiar with that platform, but I know a lot of people are moving to it. No, if her information turns out to be purposely inaccurate, like she is actually like lying on like intentionally, like if she has a date wrong, they won't do it. But if she's actually lying intentionally, then everything will go out the window. Her whole proffer has to do with the fact that what she testifies to in court is true and factual. So she would lose it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so Kate, you're right. They were on their tail. I mean, I don't know if they even knew anything about where they were, but okay. So he tried to log in, the information didn't work. In her 6/3/22 proffer, Kayla explained that the reason why she initially said that the last time she saw Harmony was when Adam dropped her off to work at Dunkin' Donuts was because Adam had told her to say that time frame and to say that Adam was returning Harmony to her mother. She said in essence that Adam told her she wouldn't get in trouble if she just stuck to the story. On 6/9/2022, Detective Rahal and I conducted a voluntary interview with Nicole Giles, a former tenant of 177 Lake. So this is the shelter. She said that she lived at the address during the time period when Adam and Kayla Montgomery were residents there and was an associate of theirs. She remembered going to the Econo Lodge to see Kayla and Adam during the time when Kayla and Adam were living at 644 Union. She advised that she did not go in the hotel room, but believed she dropped something off to them. She also believed this was odd that they were renting a hotel. Well, thank you, Nicole. I agree with you. It is odd why they have an apartment in the city. Here we go. Here's Brittany. On 6/27/2022, Detective Rahal and Deputy Tufts of the U.S. Marshals and I were in Daytona Beach, Florida, to try and locate Brittany Bedard. With the assistance of the Daytona Beach Police Department, Bedard was located and she agreed to a voluntary interview. We explained to her why we wanted to speak with her. She said she remembered going to Adam and Kayla's that was located at 644 Union Street and playing with one of their children. She was able to pull up a photo she took during that time on her cell phone. The photo was time-stamped at 6:02 p.m. on March 1st of 2020. The metadata associated with the photo showed the GPS location was at the apartment. She also provided us with her email address at the time. She believed that around the time frame, she, Bedard, had rented a hotel room at the Econo Lodge. She stated that she believed that she tried to rent a room at the Comfort Inn first, but did not end up renting it due to having to put down a large deposit on the room. She believed that she was refunded for the room, and then they went to the Econo Lodge to rent a room. She stated that when they were at the Comfort Inn with Adam, Kayla, and their kids, she remembers seeing the CMC maternity bag in between Kayla's two children in the stroller. Again? Bedard remembered staying on the third or fourth floor at the Econo Lodge facing the front parking lot in a room with one queen bed. Detective Rahal was able to get the hotel room information for Brittany Bedard from Econo Lodge, which showed she rented 2 hotel rooms for 2 nights on 3-3 and 3-4, one being room 216 and the other being room 313. Detective Rahal later went to the Econo Lodge and confirmed that the room 313 was on the front parking lot side and had 1 queen bed. Room 216 was on the back parking lot side and had 2 queen beds. Bedard believed that at some point she and Beach went to the U-Haul location on South Willow in Manchester to rent the U-Haul. She said that she was in a vehicle, possibly her mother's vehicle, and went into the U-Haul to help pay for the transaction. She believed the transaction was around $30. She claimed that she did not rent the U-Haul due to her not having a valid license. She thought that a taller, skinny, white male rented it. She was unsure if it was Adam. She stated that she did remember Adam driving the U-Haul sometime after it was rented. She believed Adam dropped her and Beach off at 7-Eleven convenience store in possibly on Queen City Avenue in Manchester. Bedard thought the rental was a smaller 10-foot box truck due to the fact that she had to sit on the ground between the driver and the front passenger. Bedard claimed that this was the only time she was in the U-Haul. Additionally, Bedard remembered the U-Haul being parked along the back side of the Econo Lodge, along the building on the north side. Why would she was in her mom's car. Why is she in the U-Haul now? They drove there. They still have to drive. Did somebody drop them off there then? Does that make sense to you guys? Hi, Diane. Oh, Diane. The maternity bag. That's where they put Harmony. Harmony was in the maternity bag. This doesn't make a lot of sense, though. Because if she drives to the U-Haul place, she said she was in a vehicle, possibly her mother's vehicle. Maybe, I don't know. That's weird to me. There's no reason for her to even be going in the U-Haul. She'd be in the same vehicle that she was in. All right. The records on 6/30/2022, Detective Rahill received contract agreements for 229.20 to 3/5/20 from the executive assistant at U-Haul. The contracts were specifically for 10-foot box trucks and vans due to the fact that Travis and Brittany believed that the U-Haul was rented to have been a box truck and Kayla believed it to have been a van. Detective Rahill was able to locate a rental that had the name Travis Beach as the additional contact. The rental began on 3/3 at 5:49 p.m. and ended the next day, 3/4/2020 at 1:47 p.m. The rental was from the Willow Street location. It was rented by, oh my gosh, another person? Okay, hold on real quick. Yes, Christine. Yes. All right, I'm going to take a break for just a second. Okay, Holly, let me see. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Holly, I get it. Okay, well, thank you for being here, honey. I'll see you later. Right. She's like, it was a tall guy. I guess because they're all doped up at this point, it's my opinion, because it just doesn't make any sense. The whole thing doesn't make any sense. The whole point, why is there even a U-Haul being rented? Okay. Because now it was rented by Brendan Middleton. This is, how many people are involved in this? It should be noted that according to the Manchester Police Department's in-house information on file, I know that Middleton is reportedly 6 feet tall and approximately 175 pounds, which is consistent with the taller, skinny, white male described by Bedard. The total rental mileage was approximately 133 miles. The rental cost was approximately $32.49 with an additional charge of $104.74. Which, according to the executive assistant, was never paid. Information from the U-Haul showed that the $32.42 was paid via a MasterCard having a partial card number of XYZ. A subpoena was sent to PayPal on 7/20/22 for Brittany Bedard's account information. On 7/27/22, I received information from PayPal confirming the MasterCard used to rent the U-Haul was, in fact, Brittany's. Okay. The executive assistant was able to provide me with the vehicle information for the above-referenced U-Haul rented by Middleton. The vehicle was a 2019 GMC Savannah, Arizona registration. The GMC Savannah is a cargo van, which is consistent with the vehicle described by Kayla. The vehicle is no longer in the custody of the U-Haul and was since sold at an auction on 5/14/2021. On 7/6/2022, Detective Davenport and I made contact with Brendan Middleton at his address in Manchester. Prior to the meeting, I spoke with Middleton on the phone and stated I needed to speak with him about a U-Haul. Middleton stated he had rented a U-Haul for a friend a while back. Middleton ultimately stated that he had picked up Travis Beach and his girlfriend, who he later confirmed was Brittany Bedard, at the Econo Lodge in Manchester a couple years back at night when it was dark out. Middleton stated he drove them to the U-Haul on South Willow Street to rent a U-Haul because they said they needed to move furniture or something along those lines. Beach and Bedard did not have IDs or a debit card, so Middleton helped them rent either a U-Haul van or small box truck using his debit card, which he stated would be a Bank of America debit card. Well, that's not true either then. Middleton stated that he drove the U-Haul vehicle to the gas station right next to U-Haul, and Beach and Bedard drove his car and followed. This doesn't match either. Middleton stated from the gas station he was unsure of which of them drove off with the U-Haul, where it was taken, or what it was used for. I asked Middleton how he would communicate with Beach, and he stated it would usually be through Facebook or text messages. That doesn't match either. Okay. Subsequently, I completed a search warrant for one of Beach's Facebook accounts and discovered communication about the U-Haul rental between Travis Beach and a deleted Facebook account identified as this account, which is known through this investigation to have been used by Adam Montgomery. Previously, a search warrant was obtained for this 5803 account, but according to Facebook, it had been deleted and no relevant content was available. However, multiple other individuals have identified Facebook messages they exchanged with the 5803 account as being messages they exchanged with Adam Montgomery. Travis Beach had a couple conversations about assistance renting a U-Haul. Okay, so why in the world would Adam ask this Beach and Brittany people to rent the U-Haul when neither of them had valid driver's license? What's the purpose of them? Why now we just have two random ass people that are now involved that didn't even need to be involved because they didn't do anything for anybody. Well, I mean, the one says that she paid the $32, but then here the other guy saying he paid for it. Okay, Travis Beach had a couple of conversations about assistance renting the U-Haul on 3/3/2020 with Teresa Morrill and the Facebook account Backwards Boy Audit. Teresa asked Travis if he was moving after he asked about the U-Haul. Beach stated, no, Adam Montgomery is. Okay, so now we got another person involved. On 3/2/20, Beach stated to the 5803 account, her mom said a big fat no. Sorry, Bubba. Beach messaged the 5803 account at 9/11 and stated, yo, we have her mass whip. Hey, yo, we have her mass whip. Call me ASAP. A short time later, they had a call that lasted approximately 2 minutes. We have her mass whip? Travis Beach also had a conversation with the Facebook account June Person on 3/3/20. Beach indicated that he was in room 313 at the Econo Lodge. This information is consistent with the rental and room number we obtained from the Econo Lodge. Okay, that's what it seems like to me, because otherwise there's zero reason to have these people involved at all. Hi, Tiffany. Oh, Kiko, yeah, it's because you could tell it because nothing makes any freaking sense. Ma's car. Oh, hold on. Let me go back to where was that? Ah, yo, we have her Ma's whip. Yes, her mom's car. Thank you. Nothing good ever happens at the Econo Lodge. Ma's whip. Yeah, that I just totally dated myself. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is that? Okay, where are we at? Okay, below is the conversation from Beach's Facebook records between Beach and the 5803 account, referred to as Adam, from 3/3 to 3/4. Adam, yo, Adam, if you're awake, call me. Adam, need to talk. Travis, hey, can we use the U-Haul for like 10 minutes? Adam missed a call from Travis. Travis missed a call from Adam. Adam, know what's up, bro? Hit me up. Travis missed a call. 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 What the heck? Okay, Travis missed. What? He's blowing him up. 337, 338, 340, 344, 346, 347. Travis, yo, please let me know when I can come by and grab my stuff because we only have the car till 1:30. Thank you, Bubba. Adam missed a call from Travis. There are then calls and video chats between Adam and Travis, which are short. They are between 12:22 and 12:57. Travis on 247 pro what U-Haul did why drop it off at, because he just got a text saying the van was supposed to be back at 2. So please let me know what the fuck is going on. Pro, what U-Haul did y'all drop it off at? Because he just got a text saying the van was supposed to be back at 2. Okay, so Travis trying to find out where the U-Haul is. ASAP. Adam says, I dropped it off on Willow, my word. Oh, Adam, please don't message me stuff like this on Facebook again. Okay, my bad. Won't happen again, Bubba. Travis missed a call from Adam. Yo, bro, can you call me, please? I need to talk to you. It's important, very important. Please call me. This is okay. So now we're at Travis Beach's. You know how many people they had to make deals with to be able to get Adam? Like, this is crazy. Think like a white gangster rapper, T. Then you'll understand the lingo. Okay. On 8/9/2022, a proffer interview was conducted with Travis Beach with his attorney present. During the interview, he confirmed reconnecting with Adam and Kayla Montgomery at the Mall of New Hampshire in Manchester. He stated that over approximately a 1-week period, he and Brittany went over Adam and Kayla's apartment at Union Street in Manchester to use drugs. Beach stated this was right before he turned himself into his probation officer on 3/5/2020. Beach stated Adam asked him for help in person renting a U-Haul, and he and Brittany assisted in doing so. Beach confirmed the U-Haul was rented on South Willow Street in Manchester for Adam. Once the vehicle was rented, it was brought to the Econo Lodge by Beach and Brittany, where the keys were turned over to Adam. Beach denied driving the vehicle after the keys were turned over to Adam. Beach confirmed during the interview that he would communicate with Adam through Facebook Messenger. Okay, so the Department of Transportation records for the U-Haul. On 7/20, I received the information regarding 3 toll violations involving the above referenced specific U-Haul during the time that it had been rented by Middleton. Okay, so 3/4 at 444, the Tobin Bridge going north. Okay, then immediately turns around on 3/4 at 445, also the Tobin Bridge local south. And then 3/4/2020. Okay, you locals, what does this mean? Is he just turning around? Like, did he go north, turn around, go south, and then an hour or what is that, 40 minutes later, go back north again? Is that what that's telling me? The affidavit is horrendous. Laugh at life. Is that what this is telling me? This north south at this toll that it just goes at 444. He's going north, turns around at 445. Yeah, it says toll violation, so it means the toll got him. But yes, okay, thank you. That's kind of what I figured. So then he's going back north. So I need to know where the Econo Lodge is. All right, I'm gonna have to do some. I have to do some additional mapping and stuff after we're done reading through everything. Hi, butterfly kisses. These times on 3/4 are consistent with the time frame described by Kayla as to when Adam was using the U-Haul to dispose of the body, because this is the middle of the night. Wait, hold on. Do you mean Cincinnati girl? Do you mean Kelsey, the girlfriend? Crystal, not Harmony's mom, right? I'm thinking you might mean Kelsey, Adam's girlfriend. Let me know. Okay, Econo Lodge is on Manchester on 2nd Street. Okay, yeah, I'll look that up. Let me just keep going through this first, because that's interesting. They should have a pretty good idea. They should have a pretty good idea of where he may have put her based upon these different people's. At the same one, Laugh at Life, is it at the same Econo Lodge? Tell me that it's not the same one. Hi, Jane Doe. Okay, so is this the times are consistent? Okay, the information from the U-Haul included photographs taken at the times of the violations. The photographs for all 3 violations clearly show a U-Haul van with Arizona license plate. Some of the photographs also show the windshield of the U-Haul from the front. However, in the photographs, it is not possible to identify any occupant within the U-Haul van or even to definitively tell how many occupants there may have been. Dang it. She died at the same Econo Lodge. What the fudge? Okay. Wow. So they can't tell who's in there or even how many people are in there. The top half of these photos, which includes the windshield, is intentionally and automatically distorted for privacy reasons, and the original unblurred version of the photographs have been deleted. Below are the photographs of the front and back of the U-Haul van from the 5:25 a.m. toll violations. Oh, gosh. Oh, you can't see anything. Well, it's black and white, too, but that doesn't look like they'd be able to see much of anything. They only care about the license plate anyway. As noted previously, okay, so forensic testing of locations where Harmony Montgomery's body was stored. As noted previously, the U-Haul van Adam used to dispose of Harmony's body was sold at an auction on 5/14. The current owners of the U-Haul van were identified as Robert Wood and his son Joshua Wood, both of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Oh, frickin' Pennsylvania. Bob and Joshua Wood consented to a search of the van, which had been repurposed for use in their business, Wood's Cleaning Services. On 9/11/2022, Manchester detectives traveled to Lancaster, Pennsylvania to process the van. The van was processed with Blue Star, which is a chemical agent used to detect the hemoglobin, a molecule present in blood, on surfaces where it may not be visible to the naked eye. When the van was processed with Blue Star, there appeared to be a reaction on the right side of the interior. There appeared to be a reaction on the right side of the interior step on the driver's side. A faint reaction on the passenger side floorboard, and 2 reactions approximately halfway up the back of the passenger seat along the side of the seat closest to the door. Each of these areas was swabbed. Okay, so on the step on the driver's side, passenger side floorboard, the back side of the passenger seat, along the side of the seat closest to the door. Interesting. Okay, let's see what happens there. 644 Union Street, the apartment, was searched pursuant to the search warrant. Multiple items of potential evidentiary value were seized from the apartment. One item was the refrigerator in the apartment, which was a standard over-under freezer refrigerator. There was some indications from the owner of 644 Union Street that the refrigerator seized from apartment 2 may not have been the same refrigerator that was there when Adam and Kayla lived in the apartment. However, he was unable to definitively say whether or not it was a different refrigerator. On 9/8/2022, Manchester detectives processed the seized refrigerator with Blue Star. Upon processing, there appeared to be a small reaction to the Blue Star on the bottom right of the interior of the refrigerator, and 3 significant circular reactions together with some smaller reactions on the bottom of the interior of the refrigerator. Each of these areas was swabbed, and the swabs are pending further forensic testing. Okay. As noted previously, records show that Brittany rented rooms 216 and 313 at the Econo Lodge for 2 nights. In addition, messaging from Travis Beach's Facebook account shows that he and Brittany were in room 313. This means it is likely that Kayla and Adam were in room 216. This room faced the rear, the north side of the Econo Lodge, which is consistent with information from Kayla about the room she and Adam stayed in. On 7/11/2022, Manchester detectives went to the Econo Lodge to search room 216 on consent from the hotel owner. The search focused on the mini fridge in the room based on Kayla's statements. The maternity bag with Harmony's body was placed in the mini fridge of the room where they stayed prior to Adam disposing of the bag. The mini fridge was processed with Blue Star, which showed a small, quick reaction underneath the interior freezer space. A small, quick reaction on the area of the interior door where it has can holders, and a small, quick reaction on the bottom of the door. Each of these areas was swabbed, and the swabs are pending further testing. To date, Harmony's remains have not yet been located. Based on the foregoing facts and circumstances, there is probable cause to believe that Adam Montgomery committed the crimes of second-degree murder, tampering with witnesses and informants, falsifying physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. Therefore, I request respectfully that an arrest warrant be issued for one count of second-degree murder, contrary to RSA, in that he recklessly caused the death of Harmony Montgomery, a person under 13 years of age, under circumstances manifesting an extreme indifference to the value of life by repeatedly striking Harmony Montgomery on the head with a closed fist. One count of tampering with a witness and informants, that he, believing that an official proceeding or investigation was pending or about to be instituted, he purposely attempted to induce or otherwise cause Kayla Montgomery to testify or inform falsely. Whatever. To me, it seems like she lied on purpose. She did all this. That she was totally fine with this. She had many opportunities. One count of falsifying physical evidence, in that he, believing that an official proceeding or investigation is pending or about to be instituted, he purposely altered, destroyed, concealed, and removed the body of Harmony Montgomery with the purpose to impair its verity in or availability in such proceeding or investigation. And one count of abuse of a corpse, that he purposely and unlawfully removed, concealed, or destroyed the corpse of Harmony Montgomery or any part thereof. Jeez. Jeez. So to wrap it up, he beats the crap out of her in their vehicle, puts her in a duffel bag, an Under Armour duffel bag, keeps her in the trunk of his friend's car that he's staying in, moves her to a red cooler at Kayla's mom's house for approximately 3 weeks, takes her to a shelter and puts her in the vent in the ceiling where people do start complaining and he has to hide her, where they put her in the closet and they put her at his work in a freezer or a cooler, probably more like a walk-in one, and then they take her from there and put her in the refrigerator at their apartment on Union. They do something in the bathroom to her with lye. Hi, honey.
Hey, that was awful.
This is awful. I mean, I knew it was
the worst. I didn't see that coming. The anchors, like the hosts on Law and Crime, were like about to cry this morning when I was listening. Like they were being moved to tears. It's really that bad.
Yeah, I think what I knew. I think I'm confused though, because if you guys remember the house on, what was it, Guilford, on Guilford Street, or if you remember, there was like the complaint that he had been kicked out, but that he went back in like January to open the door, and there was always the assumption that he had left her in that house.
Is that where they took the refrigerator from?
No, they took the refrigerator from the Union Street apartment. So and
I thought they took it from a house.
No, it was their apartment.
Oh.
But it's interesting because I think until reading this, I always assumed she died at the house before they were evicted. So they put her in the freezer. They do whatever they did in the bathroom with the lye, where Kayla is helping, which is disgusting. Put her back in the refrigerator. I still the mentality of we need to rent a U-Haul and get 500 other people involved in this whole thing now, which makes no sense because they've been walking around with this bag for months. Why they need to rent a U-Haul?
Why? I really like. That's the worst. Why?
Right?
Like there's no record of it or something. It's not anonymous. Everyone.
No, but wouldn't it have been? I mean, once again, trying to put yourself in the mind of a drug addict murderer it's impossible when you're not one. So I'm very confused though, because I thought that they had the whole thing where he went back to the house and that everybody kind of assumed that he had left her there in the house, and that's why he went back and left the door open. I didn't think she was murdered in the apartment. You thought she was murdered in the apartment? I thought she was murdered in the house. And it's like his grandma's house or something like that, if you remember. And then, yeah, I guess because there's this whole time frame of them living in the car in the parking lot of these apartments that I don't think I really understood back before reading this, because to me, they went from being evicted from the house to possibly staying a couple days in the car to going to her mom's house. And her mom was like, I remember the interview they did with her mom, and her mom was like, yeah, no, I wasn't going to let them stay here. So they went to go to this shelter, which I also don't know if that was known, because I don't remember that. Maybe somebody else did.
Mm-mm.
And then they rented this apartment. So for me, it was always, they may have stayed a couple days in the car, but I thought she was killed in the house and then transported, and they left her there when they went and stayed at the mom's house, or at Kayla's mom's. I thought they left her in the house. I didn't know anything about this car. This whole car is crazy. This is all new. They just took her everywhere. And they put her in the stroller between the boys.
I cannot believe that.
And then they put the boys in the bathtub after. Like, I'm like, what? This is sick. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Then I don't even know.
This was one of like the first cases that we covered when we started. And so this one like really is like personal, like this one, Serenity. And even that one ended up like this is just the worst. Like I would never have even none of this I would have even considered. How do you consider something so outrageous?
No, and now think of all the people who now know, like every time they walked by this community area where this red cooler was sitting, that a 5-year-old little girl's remains were in there. All the people at this pie place that knew this bag was in their cooler, and how many opportunities people had to open and look at this? Like, isn't that that's ballsy? And then you go and rent a U-Haul. Laugh at life. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was trying to create like a really long line away from him, but I don't know how it does. Involving more people, especially more drug addicts, means more talking. Yeah, nobody at work wanted to know what was in the bag. Why is a dude carrying around a maternity bag?
Every red cooler we walk past for like ever now gets open.
Look at it. I'm going to next time I go to the beach, I'm gonna be like, everybody open your cooler.
Our beach trips are ruined. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Laugh at life. Yeah, I don't. So this is kind of interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the map, and since Laugh at Life's here, he can help me with. Where is my?
Maybe
Google?
they were kind of counting on like, how people like when they just like walk out at Home Depot or whatever with the stuff, and like they get away with it because they don't. People be like, oh, they must have paid, and like don't stop them. Like maybe they were counting on that kind of. Like
they left her in a cooler in a common area.
I know, but like they must have. Like, nobody's gonna look in it, like, and then nobody did look in it, like I don't know.
And did they put ice in there?
I mean, yeah, because Was it not smelling yet or something? Because I mean, okay, so it is okay. People would probably walk past it for a while, but if it was smelling, they wouldn't. I don't know.
They just think that somebody's cooler sitting there. It kind
I
of
think that whole community, like that type of person, there's just a lot more of a don't ask, don't tell kind of mind frame than just like normal society. Like, they don't want problems any more problems than they probably already have. I don't know. Making excuses.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just all very weird to me. And then all these people know all this stuff. And here, I'm going to bring this over here so we can. I think this is the one. Is this the right one? Or is it a different one? Maybe they thought it was his lunch. Yeah. Maybe. Hold on. Which one was it? Now I don't have it up in front of me anymore. Which one was it? Is on 2nd Street off of 293. This one, right? This is 293. Well, I mean, you got the river right there. Wouldn't that have made more sense?
I thought he was gone for like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, and then supposedly the other guy was telling the guy in prison. See, this is where you're going to go the chain down. Like, so the guy Travis Beach told the guy that's now in prison that he was driving around and they made all these different stops and told him like places that they stopped with, like a street that starts with a C and whatever else. Okay, so now where is, let me go back over here. Where is the Tobin Bridge? Where's the Tobin Bridge? How far away is that? Laugh at Life. Look for the Tobin Bridge.
Yes, hiding in plain sight. I agree with infamous truth teller.
Right, so the Tobin Bridge shows up that it's in Massachusetts. Okay, hold on. Yeah. I guess if you're just, why would anybody care that you're what? But if DCYF did catch on and they were like, okay, yeah, we were going to check the stuff that you have with you and you're just carrying it around. She's just walking down the street in a stroller or has a push in a stroller, and they're just like, hey, Kayla Montgomery, we need to talk to you. And then here she is, her 2 boys. They have another boy, I believe. At some point in this, she's pregnant. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong there, because I'm almost positive they have 3 kids. So
I don't know.
Yeah, she has another baby in this whole.
But I mean, that is like so unthinkable that something so terrible would be in the bag between her kids that, that who, like, I mean, it in a mind-blowing way, it's like,
okay, hold on. Let me mark this. Start. Stop. Things go all crazy. Let's do harmony. Okay, now let me bring this back over here real quick so I can just mark it up easier on this screen. And then I'll bring it back over there. So then you got the Tobin Bridge. in Massachusetts. So he went far. Let me see if you can tell exactly where it is. Tobin Bridge Local. No, I won't do that one. So do we know where that is, though? So here's the bridge. Add to the project. And then he said, Bridge, Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, U-Haul on South Willow. Okay, let me go back to that one. U-Haul on South Willow. So this is why he was gone all night. He was gone all night, and supposedly they went to a bunch of different places. But the other guy, Travis Beach, said they went around the city.
I mean, I hate to say it, but maybe he did like Barry Morphew, like what people suspect Barry Morphew did, you know?
Oh yeah. But now you're talking. You could do a ton of cameras all over these places and businesses. It's irrational thinking, absolutely. And so I'm wondering what time frame she was pregnant at when this is all happening, and she's just pushing around her 2 kids and her dead stepdaughter. He's sick. Sick. Okay, let me bring this back over here now. I think I got the 3 spots of tracking devices that the way you can't steal them. Well, you'd think that they'd have something they could actually track everywhere that one went. But if they'd already sold it and everything was already off of it, I'm wondering if there was no access to any of it. Their third is a girl, she said in court. Okay, not 3 boys. Ironic they had a little girl. But if he got off Laugh at Life, if he got off at 4:44 in the morning, he gets right back on a minute later. So why would he turn around? And if he's going north, immediately turns around to go south, and then 40 minutes later he's going north again. That's what I want to see. Because how does that make any sense? Why is that not on here? See how far that is?
Dang.
So, oh man, this is the whole river.
Where's that flowing to like the ocean, or where are we at right now? What is this?
Yeah,
The Great Lake or the ocean?
The ocean.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Ironically, the submersible is missing right out of here. Yeah, so it's flowing right out of the ocean. They're never going to find her. They're never going to find her.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
It did keep track of the mileage. They said it was 133 miles. Hold on, it's right here somewhere.
I mean, we just learned from you all at Letitia's trial that they keep track of everything.
But that's
like start and stop times, and
they still had access to that, though. That's what I'm wondering is if, because this car was sold off at an auction to a private party, that all that would have been gone and probably destroyed. Picked up drugs is my guess. Ugh. I know it's right in here somewhere. Maybe. Shit, I should have highlighted it. Oh, here it is, 133 miles. Hi, Chris. Okay, well, let's look up how far the Union Street is. It's 644 Union, if I remember correctly. So I'm still super confused on their whole purpose of, yep, that's the apartment complex. What the whole purpose of the Econo Lodge, probably just to go hang out, do drugs. Because, I mean, they're not far. And then, but the other guy says they drove around locally and dropped off stuff. At some hospitals, like I got one, they give you like a bag, and it typically has like all of your stuff in it. They give you like a free thing of wipes, a free thing of diapers. They give you a bunch of paperwork and boob pads, and I don't know. The ones I got were just like filled with just stuff. So it was a maternity bag, like that they give you with just stuff in it, like when you leave to go from the hospital. I'm assuming that maybe she had it from like one of her kids, or they just picked it up along the way somewhere. Who knows? I don't know, man. This guy is. I can't believe that he's even going to take this to trial. And from what Sleuth Mom said, it's the same attorneys. He has the same attorneys he did in the gun charges, and they did not help him very much. So Laugh at Life, you said your nephew knew all of them, but had never actually seen Harmony. Did your nephew know them? Did your nephew know them during this time frame where Harmony was already missing, or did he actually just know them, but they never had their kids around? I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, ATS was saying like nothing good ever happens at a Econo lot. And then if the girlfriend was also found at the Econo Lodge, I wonder what room. Like, wouldn't it be really ironic if she was like in that room?
Did you know that when there's a death at a hotel, most hotels have a certain number, a room number, that they attribute all deaths in the hotel to that room number because they don't want guests coming and thinking that there's a ghost in the room or something.
Wait, so like they just if there's multiple deaths, they'll all just say it happened in room 213,
21
so
or something like that. Yeah, the one that I'm familiar with is room 21. Yeah,
really?
and it doesn't matter what room they die in, but they'll all be attributed to that one room.
And so anybody who's like, "Has there been a death in my room?" They're like, "No, but somebody has died in room 21."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he knew Kayla when she was homeless on the street. So that is after the Union Street apartment, then, correct? Miss K says never book room 21. Noted.
I wouldn't.
When she was homeless years before, I mean, she's been all over the place. So yeah, I mean, if he drove from there to there. Oh, he knew Ish. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So let's do Econo Lodge in Manchester.
Anyways, T, I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted to like
Vent a little bit.
give my final thoughts.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.
All right, love you, honey.
Have a good day. Bye.
The Tobin Bridge. So that still doesn't make a lot of sense on how he would have got back then. And he's saying unless he dropped it off somewhere else. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Laugh Alive. Yeah, after so that's after the whole Union Street. That's after Harmony. So Econo Lodge to the bridge is 52.8 miles. So round trip would have then had to have been 105 approximately miles, right? And so he drove 133 miles. So there's still other places he would have had to have gone. Or maybe that's just from, it could also just be from driving from the Econo Lodge or from the U-Haul back to the Econo Lodge, bringing it back to the Econo Lodge, doing whatever else they did around that area. Because you're talking a difference of approximately, what, 18? I said it, what did I say, 105? Yeah. Never use a hotel fridge again. Life lessons. Yeah. You know what? I don't like hotel fridges anyway, because when you get into the room, they're never freaking cold. So. It's like, yeah, it's like 18 miles, right? Look it up. 28 miles. 28 miles of missing time. How far is the harbor from Tobin Bridge? Which harbor? Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to look? Just the regular harbor? Because I mean, this is all just, that baby's gonna be all over the place. Oh, you guys. Well, that was a really big probable cause affidavit. It was very thorough. Yeah, you could drive to Boston Harbor. But that's what I was saying. But if he's caught going north, right? And doesn't pay the toll, then he's caught going back south immediately, like a minute later. Goes north, goes back south. And then 40 minutes later, he goes back north again. So he goes back and forth. Why did he turn around? Oh, yeah, 867. Yes, it did a weird check-in every 12 hours. Trial is in November. Let me look up the exact date. It was supposed to be August, and now they just changed it to November. He got an extension. Oh, shoot. Trial watch. I just updated all this too. You'd think I'd have it down by memory, but I know it's November. I just don't remember the exact day. Come on. Oh, sorry, dog's barking. I didn't realize he was so far down the list. There it is. November 20th. November 20th is jury selection. So, yeah, North is back to, but that's my point. So, but he had to have gone south first. Do you see what I'm saying? He's caught not paying the toll going north. Where'd it go? So he's caught not paying the toll going north. So that means he had to go south. So does he pay the toll going south and then just doesn't pay it again, going back and forth again? Do you see what I mean? How come he's not caught going south the first time? And what time did he go there? What time was he there? U-Haul is special like that they'll take PayPal. Well, it's weird that like multiple people took responsibility for paying for it. And then the one chick doesn't even know how she got back and forth. Well, this one can't be, though, because he gets caught going north and south. So 4:44 a.m. north, 4:45 a.m. south, 5:25 a.m. north again, which means he had to go south somewhere, and he must have just paid it. Or he went through Bedford. Maybe he went around it, and then he just decided not to this time. Oh, I believe so. I think we've always kind of thought that because of the fact that we knew that he had kept her for so long that she would have been easier disposed of in parts. So I think he probably put her all along that whole route. And then any little stops that he made along the way, which I mean, that's just nuts. This is 52 miles. You can hear a clock ticking? I don't even have a clock. Do I? I think so. All right, you guys. This is a lot. This is a lot to process. I'm going to let you guys go. It's crazy. This guy just needs to just plead guilty and go away. That's it. All right. Well, I thank you guys. Thank you guys for spending your afternoon/evening listening to this, and it's horrendous stuff. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for caring about poor little baby Harmony. She did not deserve any of this because she had an accident in the car. You fucking prick. But that's my opinion. Innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, right? And I'm sorry, Kayla's a piece of crap. Go enjoy your Wednesday. I will see you guys, like I said, or Wednesday, it's Tuesday. I fly out Wednesday. My days are all messed up. I fly out tomorrow, and then I'm going to try to do a live while I'm gone, and then otherwise I'll see you guys when I get back. See you later. Have a good one.